Welcome everyone! Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Saturday, August 31st, the final day. Is the hat better forward, my rhythm collision hat, or backwards? Also, trimmed down the stash today, got the hat on backwards, maybe a couple years younger, probably still look 50 plus. Santa Monica Pier in Venice Beach is happening today. I'm inviting you to join me. I think I like the hat backwards with this look. Shall you? Last day of August 2024. Another month starts tomorrow. There is the world famous Santa Monica Pier sign right over there. Yeah, no real game plan today. Just been a while since I've been to the pier and been to Venice Beach, so I'm going to both. That's pretty cool looking. Check out that little old, well, not, yeah, well, little and old RV right there. I don't know if we get some coffee, but I was noticing over here a kind of an interesting little tie-in here. It has the, I think it's called Unconditional Surrender, which is a sculpture that was created based on an old photo, but this is a painting of that sculpture, which was based on the photo. The photo was called Unconditional Surrender because I believe that the woman did not have permission, or did not know the guy that kissed her, the sailor. So anyway, the happiness comes in waves, sometimes in the form of a mural on the side of the road. So I'm walking over here to the promenade because it's very interesting. It looks as if there is some construction taking place in the spot that was used in Pretty in Pink right over here. This used to be the record store from Pretty in Pink where Ducky does his famous dance and all that. And it looks like it was a coffee shop, I think, after that, or like a food store after that, but is now surrounded by walls. So they are doing some construction inside of here. Yeah, 3rd Street Promenade, a couple blocks away from the beach. Prominently seen a lot before it was completely revamped. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, where he had his bike stolen from Chuck's Bike-O-Rama. But this right here was the record store in Pretty in Pink. And that's where he's sitting on the newspaper boxes over here at the end when he's like sulking about not getting the girl. It'd be kind of neat if they brought it back to how it was when it was the record store, but I doubt they will. There's a coffee shop right there. We're just a regular, no pumpkin spice today, just regular old coffee with a little cream and sugar. I believe this is the spot where Chuck's Bike-O-Rama used to be, if memory serves correct, where Pee-wee got his bike stolen. It definitely looks a lot different than it used to look. Actually, this is the spot. This is the spot. Kind of going off memory, but I believe that it was where the Sunglass Hut converges into this little corner right here, over in this little area, because you could see those windows right up there, and those brick windows over there. Again, it's been a long time since Tim Burton was here making that movie, so things have changed considerably. They've revamped the whole area. 3rd Street Promenade. It looks like they're doing something up here on Arizona Ave and 3rd Street. A block party. Well, no, it's not a block party. It's like a something. It's a farmer's market that's happening, actually. That's the word I was looking for. Farmer's market. Get some live plants out here. Get some fruits, some veggies, things like that. Yeah, it's a really nice day out, especially in the shade. When you're in the shade, really, really nice and cool. Even in the sun, not too bad, but that sun is permeating even though the weather is nothing like it is in Florida. I was looking up the weather earlier in Florida. Very hot, very rainy, thunderstorms. It hasn't rained here in a while. And it's nice temperature out, in my opinion. About 11 o'clock, 71 degrees, going to get up to 74 at 4 p.m. So let's say 71 to 74 most of the day, with a little cloud around 2 will be rearing its head. And I put this in at Santa Monica Pier because Santa Monica Pier is right down there. Bizarre trees on this little cliff looking down to PCH. I believe that's PCH down there, Pacific Coast Highway. I could be incorrect on that, but there's the pier. Right here on the side of the cliff is an incredible amount of oversized squirrels. That's a normal sized squirrel. Then you got these here. This one here is like a big squirrel. They're all over. There's just like a squirrel compound. A massive squirrel compound. Take a look over here, look. I noticed this a year or two ago. I think the last time I was out here was what, a year ago? Maybe a little over a year ago? I noticed these squirrels and they're still here. They live here on the side of the cliff. This is their dwelling. Cliff dwellings, cliff dwelling squirrels. How you doing? You good? Just chilling? Just chilling? Someone's put some water out for him, which is nice. I like this one, just right there on the top of the tree trunk. Don't feed them though, or the birds. Mary Poppins would be very disappointed, very, very disappointed if she heard that. It does create an imbalance in the native ecology though, so that makes sense. It increases their dependence on people and food, so. Sherman Brothers would not be happy with that sign. It's understandable though. It's the visitor center right here. Also, the pier is the start and end, well I guess you could say it starts in Chicago, but you could start here and go to Chicago, or Chicago and go down here and end here. It doesn't, either way, you're still doing all of Route 66. I've done it once before. Me and Jacob the Carpetbagger did it a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. We did the whole trek. My good buddy Justin Scar just finished him and his son just did a Route 66 trip as well. I think he just posted the last video when he started here and went to Chicago. I think he started from here and went to Chicago, but yeah, Justin's done a lot of Route 66 stuff. I've kind of just touched the tip of the iceberg. He's gone down the full rabbit hole. 66 rabbit hole. Wow, all the years I've been coming out here, never realized there was a bridge. I've driven under that bridge, looked at that bridge, and never put two and two together that would cross over to the other side right there. I also want to see if this is open. This has not been open since 2020 when kind of the world shut down and never had reopened. So I'm curious to see if this is open again. Now, many years ago, this is 10 years ago or so, you used to be able to walk up here, sign in at the front, and you could go in and go up a staircase and get to the top of this. And this was, there's only a few of these, I believe, left in the world. Right up top, you see, right there underneath where the flags are, almost like it looks like a little chimney thing. That is not a chimney. That is a reflecting mirror that you can look through like a telescope and get a view. I don't believe I'm using the word correctly. Not a telescope, but it's called the camera obscura. And there's another one of these at Griffith Observatory, top of Griffith Park. This is located on 1450 Cian. I think it's supposed to be ocean, but it's at 1450 Cian. See if I can go up there. Let's see. Hold on. The building given to the people of Santa Monica by Marcellus Jocelyn, who often enjoyed with him and his the lovely hours of a lofty palisade, watching the lavender and orange sunsets fade into purple. May others find it equally enjoyable. 1955. Oh, California. Still got these up. Well, looks like March of 2020. All the facilities closed and they have not removed the papers, signage, or anything. So, we'll not be going up to utilize that. It's pretty neat though. It's pretty neat. So if you're ever here in the future, check it out. Just go up to that door, see if there's anyone in there, and if there ever is, they'll let you up there to use the camera obscura. Oh, there's a helicopter right there. Just went directly over the pier, then turned around to look back at the pier. Now it's going away from the pier. It flew right over the pier. That would have been wild to be standing on the pier, looking at a thing flying directly overhead. Maybe I'll get a chance when I'm on that thing. I got a bunch of vendors set up through here too. Through this area, walking over towards the pier. Not the backside of water, but the backside of the Santa Monica sign. Guys out here trying to sell their CDs, just like they do on Hollywood Boulevard. You know, everyone listens to CDs now. Every time I see this little skyline here, if you want to call it that, just the buildings and the pier, I think of Three's Company. Wow, there's some huge bubbles up there. I don't even know if they show up on camera. Massive bubbles in the sky.
Bro, this is crazy.
Dang, that thing's moving fast. Look at that, right over the pier. Look at that. Wow. I think he went around it. I mean, from here it looked like he went over, but actually he went around it. But he was really low. Did not go over the pier. It just looked like it did from where I was before. But I think he went around the pier, but pretty close. There goes one of the bubbles right there. Look, bubbles. They're like all up there. That's interesting. Where are they coming from? Where are those bubbles coming from? Oh, they're coming from over there. There's the bubble guy down there. I gotta go see the bubble guy. Oh, go bubbles, go, go, go bubbles, go. Check that out, isn't that cool? So he's just like, yeah, it's like he finds a good spot in the wind and then lets the bubbles go out of that little mechanism. There they go. They're flowing. They're flowing. They're going by. Going by. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, ooh. Oh, they're dropping in. It used to be that both the attractions, so the Ferris wheel and the coaster, were solar powered. Probably still is here at Pacific Park. Maybe. Probably still is. Solar power. There's a lot of sun. Got everyone out on the beach enjoying the rays. The last day of August as the waves are lightly crashing here on the Santa Monica Pier. There are also some buskers doing some dancing, some break dancing if you like to call it. I guess you would call it busking, where they all have their group of dancers and they're all doing things along the pier. Very rarely though, in the past, I ever remember like big groups of people watching the break dancers on the pier. Usually you'll see that at Venice Beach and things, but they have kind of engulfed half of the pier. They're just taking over the pier with their dance troupe, breaking it down. Kind of cool to see. Definitely part of the vibe. Being either at Venice or Santa Monica are the breakdancing and the dancing buskers. Reaching the end of the pier was destroyed in a really bad storm many years ago, but of course they replaced it, fixed it all up. Got the harbor office right there, and then you got this seafood place here on the end of the pier. Not a bad deal. All the magnets and things outside are 2 for $5. That's pretty good for a touristy section over there if you want to get, although, oh, there we go. Couple Santa Monica items on there. There's LA, Route 66. Yeah, all these are 2 for $5. The end of 2,440. So look at this. Is that a hammerhead up top there? I think it is. No, I never noticed all the dollar bills in here all along. You can put your dollar up on the wall. There's a big fish up there. Look at this. They even have some international money up top as well. It's like, I think I've been in here, but I don't remember this gentleman too. This kind of looks like, oh gosh, who does that look like? One of those ones in the little machines that you put in, and he'll talk to you. Pappy. Looks like a Pappy, almost. Maybe that's like a nod to Route 66 goodness there. All right, this tiny little gift shop. Tiny, cramped, and tiny, kind of like those shells in this bottle right here. Oh, look, they still call these shot glasses. Theme parks, they call them toothpick holders. On the end of the pier, everybody fishing. Got their poles out, got their bait out. Oh, I can hear some seagulls. I hear some seagulls up here. I hear something. I can't tell if it's the sound of seagulls or not. I also think of Rocky 3 when Apollo and Stallone are running right. Apollo and Rocky are running right along here. So that's the spot here where Forrest Gump was standing in the movie right there when he's running all over the U.S. He just felt like running. And here's the directional arrow. I never noticed this before. North is that direction, west that direction, south that direction, and I am standing dead east right there. Yeah, that's where Forrest stood. All right, this is pretty cool. If you come up here up the wooden stairs, they have what it looked like back in the day, almost facing the same direction. So that's where I walked in. That's where the Ferris wheel would be over here. And this is what it looked like. Look at the skyline back there of Santa Monica, way back in the day. There's the pier, facing the same direction I'm looking, right over here. Here is a modern day look at what I just showed, right up here on the edge, right up here on the pier. A here on the pier view. I didn't mean to make that rhyme, but I did. Love this, love this, love this area. Just quintessential LA spot. We get a little selfie slash velfie for posterity. This is a video selfie for posterity here. There we go. I'm gonna walk back down there. Love hearing the waves crashing. In fact, it was right underneath there, up towards the shoreline. You can't get underneath that now because they've kind of barricaded off. You can kind of squeeze in past the fences and stuff, but right underneath there was using Fletch. When he gets approached underneath there and made the offer. Doesn't tell me dressing up as Little Bo Peep? Oh, it's nothing of the sexual nature, I assure you. Yes, I assure you. Something very soothing about those waves crashing. Because usually there's so much noise, hootenannies, hullabaloo along the pier, that you kind of ruin, I don't want to say it ruins, but you don't really hear the waves crashing when you're on the pier. But in this particular spot, it's kind of quiet. You can hear the waves crash. Of course, I'm talking over it, so it kind of ruins the whole thing that way. So my apologies. Well, now I'm being quiet. People behind me are talking. Beautiful. Speaking of Three's Company, there's the Carousel right there where all of them were on, including Don Knotts was on there as well, going around the little turn. Standing up on there was Don Knotts, John Ritter, and the rest of the cast. Love Three's Company. I love this still exists. This building has been here a long time. You can dig up tons of old photos of the merry-go-round building. It is a staple of Santa Monica Pier. All right, buddy, start heading over to Venice. Over at Hot Dog on a Stick, I got some Sour Patch Kid lemonade, watermelon flavored limited edition lemonade from what was the original Hot Dog on a Stick, but they tore it down a few years ago and rebuilt it to look exactly the same. Right here was the site of the original Muscle Beach, where Ani used to lift, pump some iron, getting a suntan out here. Of course, it moved over to Venice, and I'm also kind of disappointed to see that Chess Park right now, which is usually open 6 a.m. till 11 p.m., has nothing going on a weekend. So I would imagine maybe they've closed up Chess Park. They have all the chairs and chess pieces over there. Not sure why, but there's no one playing chess in Chess Park, which is kind of disappointing because it was always kind of neat to see people out here playing chess in the sun. Everyone out here working out, getting their getting a tan. I just looked it up on the GPS. It says it's about 2-mile walk from here to the Boardwalk of Venice Beach. A little farther to the pier. I'm not going to walk all the way to the pier. So I'm going to walk the 2 miles there, walk the 2 miles back. Unless, well, those skateboards would be pretty nice. Would never be able to do that. To swing on those like that. It's pretty impressive, to be honest. I'd probably rip my arms out of the socket. She's got it down to a science, though. I think she's probably done that a few times. Pretty good. She's going back the other way. Wow. This guy's limbering up a little bit here, getting all loose. All right, here's a really intense Wheel of Fortune moment because I have no idea what this sign says. You can see a little bit of lettering there, but it's like it's either been spray painted over or the humidity. Well, there's not humidity here, so it wouldn't be the humidity compared to Florida. I would say that in Florida, but here, I don't know what the heck that says. What is that supposed to say? It says caution something, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be cautious of. A lot of people playing volleyball out here, kind of giving me Top Gun vibes. bike path and running path is hopping today. I wouldn't really classify those as bikes though, because they're electric. Those are not paddle powered. I mean, I guess they are a bicycle, but yeah. Ooh, does this apply? Okay, that's a gray area, right? Because even though it's electric, it is considered motors. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I always like the different vehicles you see out here. I think I've seen this one before. This old bus painted like a US flag. Pretty cool. I like these little things. You can rent those, right? So I'm not up to the 2 mile point yet, but I am entering the section. Hello, Venice. Kind of wish the GIV was in town. I believe he's out of the country. German and Venice territory. No bicycles allowed. No bicycles allowed. I'm sure that's adhered to very well. That looks like a fancy new building they put right there. And then no bikes on Boardwalk. Being adhered to very, very well. It's like this little area here on the corner of Dudley is all blocked, fenced off. This used to be a little seating area. Kind of reminds me of the spot from Tenacious D Pick of Destiny where KG and Jack Black meet. Jim Morrison over there on the end, and Maryland, little murals here. Here on the Speedway, that's what they call this little section that runs parallel to the beach. Speedway, another nice mural. Got some valet parking taking over this parking lot. The building right back there, now it's like a store, it's like a little gift shop or something, but it used to be a tattoo shop where I got this number 5 right there on my arm when I accomplished back in 2017. 5 years in a row of daily vlogs in a row, and that took a little bit of a break, and now I'm kind of daily again. But yeah, 2017 I got that 5 tattoo to symbolize 5 years in a row of not missing a day of daily vlogs. And then I missed some and then came back. I do not recall ever seeing this mural. This might be a new one. It's an homage to Starry Night since 1990, but I don't remember seeing this here before. Not that I know every mural along here through Venice, but I just don't recall seeing that. Maybe that's just the homage to one that used to be there since 1990. Yeah, it's hopping down here today. There's a lot of people out here. I mean, it is summer. Famous people lived in this very building right here. I believe the Chaplin right there lived there 1915 to 16. I best know this from the Stallone movie Cobra, however. This was used in Cobra. Yeah, it is hopping over there. I'm gonna walk from here over to the Big V and then also over to the skate park. Check out the skate park over there, see what's happening. Yeah, I've been out here a lot of times. I think this is probably the most busy it's been in a long time since I've been out here. It's probably been a year and a half since, well, probably a year since I've been out. According to the sign, it's known as the Venice Beach Skate Plaza. That is how it is technically named. This area over here, I've always heard, is a free spray paint zone. Like anyone can come over here and spray paint and you won't get hassled or yelled at. And even if there were signs, they probably enforce it just like they do riding bikes on the boardwalk. Probably not at all. Look at these trees have been spray painted. The trees themselves have been spray painted. Yeah. Watch out, trees. You're gonna get a nice dose of spray paint. Looks like they're having a concert or something down here too.
Not get discouraged. Doesn't matter what comes. Even if Goliath rises up against you, doesn't matter.
Disciples on the move. Nice.
The giant of giants is with you. And he's not going to lose his battle with you. you.
Pero tú tienes que entender
But you must
que el
understand
que tú reconociste hoy
the one you recognize today
está contigo
is with you.
y no te abandonará.
He will not going to forsake you.
Te
He's
desamparará.
not going to rebuke you.
Tú eres el que te has apartado.
You're the one who separated yourself from him.
Él te está regresando otra vez
But he's bringing you
a
back
la casa de papá.
to the house of the Father.
Quizás no sentiste el amor de un padre.
Maybe you didn't have the love of a father.
Te abandonaron, te golpearon.
They abandoned you, they hurt you.
Pero el padre de padres está
But the
aquí
Father of fathers is
para
here
decirte cuánto te ama.
to tell you how much he loves you.
Él te ama.
He loves you.
Aquí está que te puede ganar ese vacío. No tengas temor. Dale la espalda al diablo
Turn your back to the devil
y dale la cara al Señor.
and face the Lord.
Dile al Señor.
Even oh, there's a guy with a snake down there. Look at that. He's got a big snake. Even though the GIV has closed his shop up here, look at this. His sign's still up top right there. GIV. Also, no bikes on the boardwalk, please. There's no bikes on the boardwalk, according to this washboard. Yeah, it's turning out to a pretty nice day. 2-mile walk, not too bad. A casual, quick stroll, and then I'm gonna go back. Also, you could rent a bike, you could rent a skateboard, you could ride a skateboard, ride share vehicles. There are also the guys that will seat you on the back of their bicycle and ride down there. You could probably hop a ride. A lot of nice caring people, all with a very generous heart out here. But I just decided to walk. It's nice out. That is Bikini Bay right there. Look at that, Bikini Bay. Here's the main area here. I always love that mural right here on the side of this little building right here. This area used very, very prominently. Touch of Evil. Charlton Heston was walking right through here. I did a whole detailed filming location a few years on it, but that building was using it. Certain areas like Hollywood Boulevard, Venice Beach, you get certain sections where guys will try to sell you their quote-unquote CDs, which I don't even know if it's really their music on them. There used to be a few of them kind of together, and I've learned from living in Hollywood, walking down the boulevard, just never acknowledge them. If you don't want to have an interaction and don't want to be kind of hassled to give them a few bucks for something and then take their signature. Usually the move is they try to stick it like right in your chest, like they'll like kind of go like this. Oh, this is for you, man. This is for you. You just kind of like just keep walking, just look at it, keep walking. Don't even acknowledge it or say anything. What I do, have the camera in one hand, I grab my phone in the other, so there's nothing they can put the product or put the CD into. So the only choice they have to do is just like try to put it towards your chest, and you just keep walking. If they ask you where you're from, or you make any kind of like verbal contact with them, they've kind of like hooked you in, and they'll ask you to sign the CD, and then they ask you for a couple dollars. So if you want to avoid all of that, I've just learned, keep walking, never acknowledge it, and never grab the CD. Don't grab the CD. Now I show where Muscle Beach used to be. It's been over here for many, many years. There's plenty of people over here working out, getting a little fitness on at the Muscle Beach section over here. Working out, that's right. And a lot of people playing basketball out here as well. This is a key area from the movie White Men Can't Jump. I think it was filmed closer over to Santa Monica, but basically in the same area. All right, in fact, I don't think it was Santa Monica, but it was not these courts right here. It was the Venice courts that are maybe like another like 600-700 yards that way, quarter of a mile that way, right as you're entering that Hello Venice sign that's over there. That's where the basketball courts was. As far as I can remember correctly, I mean, a couple people told me that was the spot right there. But I used to always think it was this spot, but evidently they built the basketball courts in a parking lot way over there. See what they got down here on this other end. Oh, he's going in, and got it. No bikes through here, though. No bikes through here, please, sir. No bikes through here. That's been up there a long time. The mural of the guy spray painting the sign, spray painting Venice. So the guy spray painted and the word Venice spray painted on top there. Many years ago, I think it was around the 2017 era, the same time that I got the tattoo right up here. Used to be the Venice Beach Freak Show. Used to be right inside here, and they're not there anymore. I don't know if if the city wanted them out or what happened, but yeah, it used to be right in there, right inside there. No bikes on the thing. I don't think anyone's listening. It really is a nice day out here. Planes going by up top there. Venice vibes. I always like this little area, the gingerbread court. You can definitely tell this has been here forever. Look at the architecture of this thing. Probably used to be old apartments of some sort. This was a D23, the Agatha All Along bus. Now it's over here in Venice. Back on the bike walking path now. See the pier over there in the distance, Santa Monica. And you can see the coaster from here, dropping in, circling around. Santa Monica lifeguard stand. Gonna go underneath this little walkway as soon as this drops in, showing that. Gonna go underneath the pier as that circles around. Nice walk. A lot of bugs underneath here. Well, there's vendors all down the sidewalk leading to the beach now. It is definitely very, very busy out here. Last day of August. And back up on the pier level now. All right, I did it. Santa Monica to Venice. Walked it back and forth. Oh goodness, look at that little bottleneck of traffic there. PCH at this moment. It's gotten a lot busier. Weekend at Santa Monica. It happens. And the weather's nice, so it helps too. Head back over the parking structure where I parked. Head back out, going underneath the backside of the Santa Monica archway. Oh, there's freaking Chewbacca. Look at that, there's Chewie right there. I see Chewbacca, I see some stormtroopers. Look at that, there's Chewie. I don't know if I've ever seen Chewie and the troopers out here before, but you know what? Today I did.